Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I post educational and interesting content on fun places you should try out. To my subscribers and all those who are new to the channel as well, I say welcome. Ensure you watch today's video to the end, as it promises to be exciting and engaging. Also, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel in case you haven't. Have you ever wondered what places in the world feel unreal? The kind of place that makes you question your reality? We're not just talking about man-made places, but naturally occurring caves, volcanoes, waterfalls, and other glorious sights on planet Earth? Let's take a look at what Mother Nature has to offer. At number 15, we have Iguazu Falls. Located between the border of Brazil and Argentina is Iguazu Falls, home to many species of animals such as howler monkeys, giant anteaters, jaguars, caimans, and other endangered species. With a minimum of 1.5 million visitors yearly, even Eleanor Roosevelt said, "My poor Niagara," when she saw the Iguazu Falls, seeing that it was nearly 3 times the width of the North American Niagara Falls and significantly wider than Victoria Falls in the southern part of Africa. It consists of 2 parks, one in Brazil and the other in Argentina. The 2 parks provide a unique experience and have distinct characteristics and attractions, so it's always recommended to visit both. Next up at number 14, it's the Puerto Princesa Underground River. The Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park contains one of the world's most remarkable cave systems and is among the most 7 wonders of the world, listed in UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. With its magnificent limestone cart landscape, intact old-growth forests, and unique wildlife. The naturally occurring beauty is located in Palawan, north of the Puerto Princesa city in the Philippines. One of the amusing things about this place is that the subterranean river system flows directly into the sea. Only a portion of the river is allowed for tourists to explore, but it is still enough view for you to see its clear waters, stunning cave formations, and breathtaking limestone cliffs. At number 13, we have the Sahara Desert. You haven't been to a desert until you see the Sahara Desert, or the Great Desert, currently one of the world's largest and hottest deserts, and the 3rd largest desert after the Antarctic and Arctic Desert. One of the distinctive features of the plains of this desert varnish is that it forms on the surfaces of weathered rocks. It sits atop the African Shield. The subtropical desert contains many wild animals, such as the red-necked ostrich, the Dorcas gazelle, and lots of camels. Sand sheets and dunes cover roughly 25% of the Sahara's surface. Its wind-blown dunes and rolling red sands create a landscape like no other. In our 12th spot, we have the Aurora Borealis. Also known as the Northern Lights, the beautiful light waves have intrigued people for thousands of years. Auroras create dynamic patterns of brilliant light that appear as curtains, rays, spirals, or dynamic flickers that illuminate the entire sky. Civilizations all over the world have been astounded by the celestial phenomenon, with various origin myths ascribed to the dancing lights. Auroras evolve. They start with glows and progress to corneas over the course of the night, though they may not reach them. They usually fizzle in the reverse direction. The northern lights are most frequently witnessed in Russia, Canada, Alaska, and others. At number 11, we have the Grand Prismatic Spring. Located in Yellowstone National Park, it's America's biggest hot spring. The Grand Prismatic Spring was given its name due to its eye-catching color. The various shades represent various temperature change at which the organisms can sustain life. Deeper than a 10-story building, the size is not the main attraction. Rather, its colors are the most similar to those seen in an optical prism's rainbows dispersion of white light: red, orange, green, yellow, and blue. By itself, it is not a magnificent natural formation, but it is surrounded by 3 smaller ones. The Turquoise Pool, Opal Pool, and Excelsior Geyser Crater are among them. Breaking into the top 10, we have the Giant Causeway. The most famous landmark in Northern Ireland and a World Heritage Site, it gets its name from the legend of Finn McCool and draws visitors from all over this part of the North Atrium. Formed millions of years ago, a rough headland of neatly arranged hexagonal basalt columns formed by a stream of basaltic lava 6 million years ago. The cooled lava formed these distinguishable hexagonal patterns. The Giant Causeway is preserved not only for its beauty, but also due to its cliffs, seashores, dew marshes, and the grasslands are abode to over 150 plant and bird species. Humans lived near the Giant Causeway in the 19th century, but the area is now unoccupied. Coming in at number 9 is the Blue Grotto. On the Italian island of Capri, there is a sea cave known as the Blue Grotto. Legends say the cave was formerly the habitat of demons. The passage of sunlight through the submerged cavity and its reflection in the seawater produces a blue reflection that lights up the cave system. The Blue Grotto is one of many sea cave systems around the world that are bathed in a bright blue light, or emerald light. The luminous deep blue color of the water inside the cave is influenced by light from the sun, entering through an underwater opening directly beneath the cave's entrance. The unique blend of depth, breadth, and water clarity, as well as the source of light, influences the quality and nature of the color in each. At number 8, we have Halong Bay. You can find Halong Bay in the Gulf of Tonkin, and it's made up of about 1,600 islands, forming a spectacular seascape of limestone pillars. Due to its rugged nature, most of the island is uninhabited and untouched by human presence. The site's outstanding scenic beauty is complemented by its biological purpose. Coming in at number 7, we have Salar de Uyuni. Salar de Uyuni is one of South America's most spectacular natural wonders. The vast expanse of white gleaming salt spans 10,582 kilometers of the Altiplano and can be seen from space. The Salar is ideal for calibrating the altimeters of Earth observation satellites due to its large area, clear skies, and exceptional flatness of the surface. This stunning and otherworldly landscape is a lucrative extraction site for salt and lithium, the element that powers laptops, smartphones, and electric vehicles. The relative humidity is relatively low and consistent throughout the year, ranging from 30% to 45%. In our number 6 position, we have the Grand Canyon. Positioned in northwestern Arizona, the Grand Canyon is one of the most extraordinary examples of erosion anywhere within the globe. In its standard color, the Grand Canyon is crimson. However, each stratum or group of strata has a distinct hue: buff and gray, sensitive green and crimson, or its depth brown, slate gray, and violet. Even though its brilliant grandeur and beauty are the essential attractions of the Grand Canyon, perhaps its maximum important and precious element lies inside the time scale of Earth's history. This is discovered within the uncovered rocks of the canyon partitions. Securing a spot in our top 5 is the Harbour of Rio de Janeiro. Located in Brazil, the Harbour of Rio de Janeiro is surrounded by specific granite and quartz mountains that were shaped by using erosion from the Atlantic Ocean. It's also known as the Guanabara Bay and sits nearby the famous white stone statue of Christ the Redeemer atop the Corcovado Mountain, which overlooks the bay. Guanabara Bay, or the Harbour of Rio de Janeiro, is the area's largest natural deep water bay within the globe, based totally on the extent of water in it. Moreover, the mouth of the harbor is unique, akin to the extra of a river rather than a bay. This is definitely what contributed to the naming of the city of Rio de Janeiro because of this River of January. At number 4, we have Victoria Falls. The Mosi Oa Tunya, or Victoria Falls, is the sector's finest sheet of falling water. It's far positioned on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe and is one of the global's biggest waterfalls, for the reason that the mid-20th century, the website has been an increasingly more crucial source of tourism and is a habitat for numerous precise species of vegetation and animals. In extra cutting-edge deep phases, Victoria Falls is called the greatest curtain of falling water in the world. Columns of spray could be seen from miles away at the peak of the rainy season, greater than 500 million cubic meters of water in step with a minute plummet over the brink, over a width of almost 2 kilometers, right into the gorge of over 100 meters under. Coming into our top 3, we have the Paricutin Volcano. Paricutin Volcano, situated in West Michoacan State, west central Mexico, is one of the youngest volcanoes on Earth. The volcano surged suddenly from the cornfield of a local farmer, Dionisio Pulido, in 1943, attracting both popular and scientific attention. On February 20th, 1943, Paricutin began to erupt in an open field. The fire, lava, and ashes destroyed and buried 2 villages and hundreds of homes. Although the larger region remains highly active volcanically, Paricutin is now dormant and has become a tourist attraction. Our runner-up in the number 2 spot is the Great Barrier Reef. The awesome Barrier Reef makes up approximately 10% in keeping with the scent of the sector's coral reef ecosystem and is one of the great recognized and maximum complicated natural systems on Earth. It's far from the ocean-us of a domestic for the primary Australians, more than 70 traditional proprietor agencies, whose connection to the marine surrounding date lower back greater than 60,000 years. These days, the reef is a marine park, an international history region, helping several industrial sports and attracting millions of visitors yearly who come to revel in its splendor above and below the water. The fantastic Barrier Reef is a financial powerhouse, contributing greater than $6.4 billion every year to the Australian economy and around 64,000 complete full-time jobs. Our number 1 spot goes to Mount Everest. At 8,848.86 meters above sea level, Mount Everest is considered the highest point on Earth. In the 19th century, the mountain was named after the former Indian surveyor General George Everest. Climbing Mount Everest has become a popular exploration for mountaineers, but it is still a deadly proposition. For more adventures around the globe, like and subscribe to our channels. Don't forget to let us know more places you think should be in our videos, and we'll see you next time.